About a year ago, I got a text message. They were pretending to be this big YouTuber named Steve will do it. One thing led to another. It started getting really freaky and intimate. I thought I was in love.
A few months ago, I reached out to James Charles trying to get an editing job. He actually asked for people to leave their contact information, and 5 minutes later, I got a text.
4 months ago, I got a text. They said they were Montero, which I know is Lil Nas X's real name. I was confused on how Lil Nas X would reach out to me, like how he would get my number. But we shared a mutual friend, and I kind of made sense.
I thought I was in love. We would have very erotic conversations.
My reaction at first was skeptical, but I actually asked him if he could join me on a FaceTime call. I saw James's face and he said, "Hi, how are you? Can you actually give me a second? I'll call you back." But I never received a call back.
So I said, why can't we meet? Like, what's going on here?
I said, hey, why don't we hang out? Why don't we link up? Why don't we meet somewhere public? But eventually, he just ghosted me.
I was invited to a restaurant, and when I showed up, he never answered my calls. I actually used an IP grabber and sent it to him to get information about his name, phone number, and everything. I found out that it was somebody named White Plastic. I heard that he just does it to influencers, and this is his thing.
5 days later, I got a text saying, hey, this is White Plastic. I was catfishing you, and I was like,
White Plastic isn't just some random person. I actually know White Plastic very well. He became my makeup artist. I would get him job opportunities, but he stabbed me in the back.
I gave this person my address, I sent them money, and I also told them where I lived. I don't know what this person's capable of doing with my information, but it's definitely really scary.
White Plastic admitted that he's been selling my pictures online for money, gift cards. He's been posting on these BBW fetish sites. It's a stir banger. I wouldn't want to be on those sites. I'm not a porn star. It's very dangerous.
White Plastic took advantage of me and my emotions.
Yeah, I'm pissed off.
You say you were friends.
Yeah.
You knew this person.
Oh, I knew him.
You had actually hired him to do work?
Makeup artist.
So you would see him at a job or something, and then he would be contacting you as a false identity.
Yeah, he would be.
At the same time.
Yeah, he would be like at my house and ask me for pictures as Steve. And I had no idea. I was blindsided by the fact that it was White Plastic, somebody I knew,
Yeah. And Lars, you didn't know him at all, and he pretended to be James Charles?
Yeah, I've never met him. I don't know anyone who knows him. I've never seen his face. Like, I don't know how he knows who I am.
Why do you think he chose you?
Well, I did leave my phone number in a public comment section, but it was only up for like 30 seconds. And when I got the text, I didn't know that it would be the person who I wasn't reaching out to. Like, it was so random. But, I mean, I'm just gonna be more careful because clearly random strangers on the internet will have a vendetta against you without even seeing you before.
And then William, he pretended to be somebody completely different with you.
Yeah, he pretended to be Lil Nas X. I mean, I thought he was really him, and both of his brothers also followed me on Instagram, so it made it more official for me to believe it. So I hit them up, and I was like, that's cool. And so I was like, let's go to his release party, let's meet. He's like, yeah. I said, hey, when do you wanna meet? All of a sudden, he ghosted me.
He has victimized all three of you.
Period.
And he thinks this is funny. Lars, he set up meetings with you at Nobu, at the airport.
I had paid him money too to get the reservation. So that's how he got my credit card info, because he actually wanted it through wire transfer.
What did you need money for a reservation for?
That's just what he said. But at the time, like, I believed it because he literally FaceTimed me, but it ended up being like a video of a video on the FaceTime, but I literally saw his face and everything, so why would I not believe him?
Okay, but yeah, that's an important point. You FaceTimed him and it came up and it was James Charles' picture.
And this was the first day that we started talking, so I never asked to see him after that.
I've been catfishing people for a couple of years now. I probably catfished hundreds of people. It's definitely like an activity. It's people like to play football, people like to go fishing. I guess I'm just a catfisher. It's just my thing. People on the outside are seeing it as like such a big problem, like why am I catfishing all these people? He's such a horrible person. But honestly, I'm not murdering people, I'm not doing anything crazy, so I don't think it's wrong in my eyes. After I pick my victim, I'll just start to psychoanalyze. So it's all about outsmarting someone. This is deep, like this is a business. Like I have people on like payroll. I take these people's nudes and I'll sell it to all these different platforms that have ways that you can sell people's nudes. I'm not being cocky, but I do think that I am that good at what I do. I mean, I wouldn't be running like a multi-$1,000 business like with being mediocre. It started off as just regular catfishing for me, but then it turned into something a lot bigger and a lot more thrilling. Why am I catfishing regular people when I can be doing it on people that actually are entertaining? I'm not gonna go catfish Susie and watch her go to Publix and like meet up with Steve at like the deli section. Because I was like, oh, like let me pretend to be like James Charles or Lil Nas X. I just need like 3 seconds of their time to believe it's me. So like I'll just like pick up the phone and be like, hey sister, like how was your day today? And they believe it every time. I'm not a total. I like to send them Uber Eats, I like to send them flowers, I like to send them chocolates, anything that'll make their heart flutter and think that I'm the person that they're talking to. For instance, when I catfished as James Charles, I sent PR packages, palettes, makeup, brushes. When I catfish these influencers and celebrities and people, honestly, I never feel bad. If you're dumb enough to send someone nudes online that you have never met before, you deserve to be catfished because you didn't do your homework.
You say you do this for both entertainment and profit.
Correct. I make hundreds of dollars selling these nudes online from catfishing these different individuals that I have people on like my payroll that I pay to get numbers, to get addies, to get everything that I need so that I can be successful and be rich.
Well, in your tape, you said thousands and thousands of dollars, and now you're saying hundreds and hundreds, which is it?
It's more like hundreds, and then it like gets into the thousands. So it sometimes peaks at thousands, but it's like hundreds.
You've lied to all 3 of these people, correct?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And what was your purpose in lying to William, for example?
I don't even honestly know why I catfished him. It was so long ago, and he's just like not even like relevant in my life. It wasn't even like that long I catfished him. So he wasn't really a big one. This one was a big one, and then this one was a really big one.
You're not answering my question, so you just did it randomly?
Yeah, that one was just for fun.
When you catfished Lars, you had him send you money for a reservation. You had him drive out to Nobu. You had him drive to the airport. What's the purpose in doing that?
I noticed that like some of the things he was doing online like wasn't like really like cool like to like other people, you know what I mean? So like hit by other people like being mean to other people and like hurting other people, I don't really like that much. One of my main focuses that like when I'm catfishing these people, it's not all randomly, it's not all because, you know, I'm just doing it for fun. Everyone that I do it to, like there's a purpose.
And you've stolen nude photos of her and sold them, you said?
Oh
for
yeah,
how much?
Diamond's photos I've gotten like thousands of dollars from because she's just such a hot commodity.
Yeah.
Well, you've actually catfished people as her.
Oh yeah, I made like profiles as you, all that. And when I'm selling these nudes, like it's not like, oh yeah, there it is. Do you like the pics I used?
No. I just want to know why he does it. Like, why? What is the point of it?
If you're an influencer and you comment something that's like against one of my friends, or maybe it's something that's transphobic, homophobic, racist, and like I'm just like, why would you post that? I'll just catfish them. I see myself honestly as like a hero, bringing justice for some of these people that are just like not good to society. Honestly, sometimes it's not just the bad guys, but I have to get some of the good guys too, if you know what I mean.
Well, Vincent says nothing is going to stop him from catfishing because it's a hilarious prank, even though his victims feel hurt. But Vincent says he'll attack negative influencers who are bad for society. So what he's doing is actually for good. Like he's some kind of moral police on the internet hitting out at people that are doing bad on the internet. But now you have catfished Diamond as someone else. You pretended to be someone else. Yeah, and gotten her to send you pictures.
Yeah.
And then you've taken those pictures and sold them, you said, for thousands of dollars.
Correct, yeah.
I'm just curious if you considered, if you procured these pictures fraudulently, then you got them through what's called fraud in the inducement. So you induced her fraudulently to give you these pictures, and then when you sell them, that's called conversion, which means
Like a
you
conversion?
took these ill-gotten assets, converted them to cash, and in thousands of dollars, that means that's a felony. So
Arrest me!
actually, because of how you've answered my questions on tape, I predict they will arrest you.
Oh, I hope.
This is a very serious crime. I would predict that they would be very interested in you swearing out a complaint about this.
Get your thousands of dollars.
I got you a gift.
Get your
Here, it's
thousands
a
of
credit
dollars.
card with
sis.
all the money on it that I stole from you, and you can pay for the court fees
Babe,
with
I already
it.
know this is in the negative.
You can
Take
pay
it
for the
back.
court fees
Take
with
it
it,
back.
baby.
I already know it's in the
You can pay
negative.
for the court
You don't even have a
fees.
job.
Girl, you ain't even gonna have no money. We don't.
I don't have a
McGraw.
job.
You said your job was in stealing images and selling nude photos from other people.
Yeah, that's my job.
Your
I do have a
and
job.
you
Really?
said
You
you're
can't
so
be that
good in
lucrative.
it that you actually have an enterprise because you have employees that work for you to
Correct.
do this,
Yes,
right?
correct.
Your business is to defraud people for money.
My business is not to defraud people for money. It's just taking what they've already done and just maximizing like my maximal potential. Like the people that I come after that are my victims, they're not, you know, they already have their stuff out there, some of them, most of them.
Well,
So
it's a little hard to unring that bell. Do you have any remorse for anything that you've done?
no, I don't have any remorse because like I said before, honestly, like everything I do is justifiable. A lot of the stuff, you know, that I know truthfully, like behind the scenes, like I know like every one of these individual people, why, you know, what they did and what they've been doing. And like, they do have like their nudes online. They do have different things going on that's the reason why I catfish them.
But girl, just because we got our news online, that don't mean you can take them from us and sell them.
Yeah, but you
gotta get permission from us. You gotta get permission from us.
I really seriously wish you would take it seriously. I know that you're playing a character and that you're performing and that this
I'm not
is...
playing
That's that
character.
baby.
This is real life. So the fact that he's saying I'm playing character
No,
is
don't
kind of
interrupt
like,
me. Don't interrupt me. I really hope that when you get home and you have an opportunity to reflect on this, that you really take stock and consider the fact that, you know, a prank is a prank, but there is a line that you cross that can have ramifications, and I hope you seek some legal counsel about that.
honestly, I don't think any of this was a prank. And I honestly don't like how I'm being played as a character, be victimized as a character, because this is real life.
Who's the victim here?
I'm the victim.
You ain't no victim.
For
You
what?
need, if you
For what?
you need help, that's what you need.
Yeah, that's why I'm the victim, duh. Because I need help.
What do you need help with?
Well, I don't know. That's why I came here, because I thought you were going to tell me, like, what I need help with.
I think you need help with your moral compass. I think you need help in developing empathy where you see things from other people's point of view. And I think you need help in understanding, just from a maturity standpoint, that there are consequences to things that you do, particularly once you become an adult. And those are all things that are learnable and changeable, but you have to be motivated to want to do those things. And I think you would want to do something legitimate. And that's why I think you need legal counsel.
Yeah.
That part.
Because I don't want
That
to see, I don't want to see you get in trouble. There are a lot of people out there that will take advantage of someone, and you've got to really do your homework and make sure you know who you're talking to and not talking to, and you can't give your power away.
Remember this guy?
I was getting death threats.
Did the Tanacon scammer change his ways?
It bothers you to hear people still regard you as a scammer because of the Tanacon.
You're so unorganized.
Okay, I'm not going to have a conversation that's this defamatory.
New Dr. Phil. Check your local listings.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.